Sorry.
Alright.
Just don't want to do it. My name's Tim.
And how old are you?
I'm 56.
And a little bit about life growing up?
Not brilliant, but pretty crap.
Mm.
My family was a broken family. Right?
And
I'm
did
not
that
going to listen to him for now.
Do you feel like that affected you?
I reckon, yeah, my elder brothers were both, like, you know, especially the eldest, who smoked our weed.
Mm.
But, yeah, and then you get, you know, I was running up and down the stairs for a little bit for the roach, yeah. I only get a couple of drags, if that.
Yeah.
I'll make them all a cup of tea. And go, you ain't getting any of this unless you go and make his cup of tea before he's gone. So, you know, I'd leg it down the stairs. Mate, everything come, you know, flying back up. And they give me the last bit of bath of the weed, yeah. And that's when I wish I'd have stuck to that. But
Yeah, just let us finish this one. Thank you.
you know, I sort of overtook them because, you know, I went into cocaine and stuff.
And how old were you when you
I
started?
was younger then. But I was like 11, 12, a spliff. But when I was about 14, I met these other lads, you know, and they were connected to other, you know, his older brothers and that were proper big drug dealers, cocaine and ecstasy and all that back in my era. Ecstasy, you still get it, you can, but you don't really get it. It's not a big, you know, it's
It
not.
used to be like a really common
The
party
biggest
drug.
thing now is heroin, spice and crack, yeah?
Yeah.
And they're the worst of the lot, yeah, but crack is cocaine, yeah?
It is, yeah.
It's just purified, yeah, wash out. And they call cocaine, you know, it's like, you know, I must admit I still like a sniff more than a crack pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've stopped doing all of it. Well, I haven't stopped. You're never going to stop. I won't say that, but I don't feel like I'm ever going to stop. I want to stop, but
Why do you feel like you're never gonna?
you know why I take like yeah, I am buying my own medication now, yeah, because I broke my back and my legs, yeah. I've got a lot of pain, and now I've got a new thing, a frozen shoulder. I need, you know, pain relief, so I'm buying tablets, yeah. They're not from the doctors. I were on them, but because someone said I went over on heroin, which I did, but it was not to do with pregabalin. They stopped my pregabalin, which are really strong painkillers, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just made life so much harder for me.
About.
No, because I've got to run around and try and make more money. And it's, yeah, my family, you know, my dad was terrible, yeah. And I've, you know, got my family broken. And it's just like a bad thing, isn't it? You know, it's like, you never know. You know what? I'm a 60s baby. They were all drugs back then. So I've been, you know, as a little one, I've grown up for it anyway. And my mum was smoking whatever, yeah, when I was in her womb. Yeah, couldn't have been too good for the growth. But, you know, If it was super drugs, maybe. But you know what I'm saying, yeah.
Do you feel like growing up
I'm
sort of
in
surrounded
a lot of pain, and that's why I carry on to use. I want to stop, but I don't inject. I can't live. For a start, I'm buggered. I'm that far buggered. I won't live. If I go in the hospital, they can't even get in there, and they can't get in vein. Yeah, they have to do a special thing. I can't live behind that way, but they do a special thing up my artery there. Yeah,
Yeah,
and that is a whole lot of hard pain.
I bet.
But yeah, it's that. I'll only have it done if I'm in agony anyway, because that's the only thing they can do. Once they get that grip in you, yeah, they say they make you, you can't, some drugs clog your veins more than others. I'm guessing that's why they say you can't have your meds until you've had this done. I think they're conning me, really. I wouldn't know.
Growing up, like you said, you were
60
surrounded
kid.
by drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel like that normalised them in a way? Like they
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
such a big deal?
That, yeah. Yeah, because you know what? Big lumps of dope were thrown in my bedroom from my dad, yeah. My mates for their parents, you know what, my dad was dead cool. But they didn't have to live with him. Yeah, but kicked me from here to there to everywhere. And all I've known is drugs, really. Yeah.
Did you, when you started taking them, did you have any idea the effect it would have on your life?
No, I didn't. No. He's ruined a lot of things. But it's one of them. I reckon if I could afford it, no, that's just my drug head thinking. If I could afford it, I'd be dead. that wouldn't be so bad. Yeah, I am. I'm always scared. I'm buying all the tablets and they're not cheap. I buy blues as well. Yeah, but at least I'm saying, people try and talk me into it, and now and again they win. And I stick myself, and it bloody really hurts, and I don't get nothing off it. But I don't do it as a rule very ever. I don't do it vegan. I've had injected drugs for about 5.5, 6 years. It's summer, isn't it? I think it's that long. It's been a long time anyway, but I have smoked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a pipe and on the foil. But I haven't done it injected. I think then people say, oh, come on, Tim. No. And they try, but I still want it. I'd rather them keep it than me try and inject. Because I get a big lump, and it doesn't, you can't, not in that. It might take your rattle up. It gives you a big lump and it don't get a buzz, All you get is like to feel normal. And that's after an hour and odd.
You were saying before that you didn't.
Sorry.
You can't see yourself, right? You were saying before that you can't see yourself ever getting clean.
No, I can one day maybe, but when that is, I'm dead. Yeah, maybe. No, it's a question I can't really. I want to be.
Yeah.
Of course I want to be. Save me a load of money, yeah. I wouldn't have to hang around with a lot of people that I do. And, because it's in a small circle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Getting bigger and bigger, I suppose. But in Amsterdam, it's all legal.
Yeah.
And I think they've got less problems than we have,
Yeah.
as far as I know. Yeah.
Have you got any advice for people watching this?
Be careful. and stay healthy. You know, don't go there in the beginning. If your life's alright, you'll keep it that way. Drugs won't help.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Pleasure.
Can you help him to get out, please?
Of course.
So you can show it on the internet, it don't matter. You know, it does matter to me. I hope it
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Nice
much.
one.
I'll come
No,
open the
thank
door
you
for
guys so much.
Hi. Yeah. Yeah, let me just
Do we get a tenner for doing it?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Timmy!
Take care, guys.
Does it matter if I can have cover my face?
Thank you for watching Tim's story. We're now going to talk a little bit about it. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed. Thank you. So Tim, he's 56. He talks about, when he talks about life growing up, he said his family was broken. He grew up around drugs. His mum was smoking when she was pregnant. He said his dad used to beat him up. He said, this was his words, he had a pretty crap life growing up.
I think that's hard.
I was going to say, I feel like when you start with that, you've then got a lot more to overcome. Like, life is more difficult as you get older, if you've had that bad start. Do you think? Or
No, I don't think so.
do you not think? So his older brothers used to smoke weed, and in order to get just like a little bit of the end bit, he used to like make them drinks and stuff. So he started on weed, and he says himself that he wishes so much that he just stuck to weed.
Well, I don't agree with people saying weed is gay open.
Like the access to harder. No, I don't.
Well, I don't agree when people say cannabis is the drug that make other people open up to other drugs.
No,
I
don't
totally
agree with
disagree with that.
because there's plenty of people that just go through life just smoking weed and never. I suppose it's if you're maybe more vulnerable to addiction, it could possibly open.
I think he's a product of his own environment
Mhm.
because he grew up.
Yeah, he said he was a 60s baby, like drugs were almost normalised in a way. Like there wasn't the same stigma that's attached to drugs nowadays.
Yeah.
So he wished that he just stuck to smoking weed. However, he got into cocaine at 14 through friends. I feel like this is so common, like being introduced to harder drugs through your friends.
Peer pressure.
Because it's difficult to say no, isn't it? Especially when you're a teenager. Like you don't want to be that one that everyone makes fun of.
Yeah.
So he doesn't feel like he is ever going to stop.
At least he's been honest.
Is that? Yeah, I guess.
That's
I
being
saw
honest.
it's been honest, but I saw it kind of as like hopeless. As in he's given up
I don't.
on getting clean or given up on thinking. I guess he probably in his head he's like he's 56. He's obviously older. I mean, I don't think 56 nowadays is old.
So what do you call old?
I don't know, like 60, 70. Like 56 is only just over middle age, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think he just sees taking drugs now as the rest of his life, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He doesn't. If it seems hopeless, as in he doesn't see any way out of it. That's how I like. It hurt because he feels like he's given up on.
I don't think he's giving up with the drugs. When you're not ready, you're not ready, and he thinks that you'll never be ready. It's not giving up.
Just doesn't.
How can you give up a battle that you have not even started fighting?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like it feels like he's given up hope that.
He didn't even try to stop. That's
No.
the thing. I don't think he give up when you try and then you don't carry on. That's giving up.
Yeah.
But if you're honest with yourself, you say I'll never stop taking it. That's not giving up. That's just you're not ready.
So he says that he obviously, and I think what people like probably won't see watching the video is that he's in a wheelchair. So he says he's in a lot of pain, and he's ended up having to buy his own painkillers, so he's buying like the pregabalin and stuff. That seems quite common amongst addicts.
Yeah.
Not even like, not necessarily the buying it themselves, but a lot of them are on pregabalins.
Pregabalins, yeah.
Do you think, I was going to say, do you think that's something doctors could be stricter with? But then, like, look at Tim, he's buying his own.
That is
because the doctors have stopped them. So I don't think it is it a case of, are they more selective with who they hand them out to start with? Because obviously he got them from the doctors to start with.
To start with, because the thing is like, if the doctor prescribe you pregabalin, yeah, and you're taking it, by the time that they reduce the dose or they stop giving you, you're addicted to it.
I was going to say, I don't know much about it, but I assume it's like an opioid, is it?
Yeah. A lot of people are addicted to it.
So the same as, like, similar to like Oxy in America.
Yeah. Pregabalin. But the things that are going on right now, there's a lot, because a user will buy it from another user, right? They won't go to the GP or chemist to get, they won't do that. So what they do, they buy from the street or from the black market. The bad thing about it, you really don't know what's inside them
You
tablets.
don't know what you're taking or what dose you're taking.
Someone could have been making them tablet in his living room.
Yeah.
On
It's
your shit.
scary. But then I feel like that's the same for any drugs. Like even if you buy like crack or heroin, you don't know what you're taking really.
Well, that's the reason why they're
Illegal.
illegal.
Because people could have cut it with anything. You don't know.
Yeah, but that's what is illegal. And pills, it's not illegal.
No. But it's illegal the way they're getting them.
It's not illegal the way they're getting it, but because you can't get arrested for it.
Can you not?
No.
So if you had them on you with no prescription, you couldn't.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. I'm not too sure. Don't call me on that. I'm not too sure. But I think no. But the thing is, like, if you don't know the dose, someone just gave it to you.
You could end up taking way too much.
Way too much, and it's not certified.
No.
It's not.
I just think like it's scary, and I don't feel like it's talked much in this country. Like in America, you're aware they have like a big problem with prescription drugs, but I don't feel like it's ever.
Oh, there's a lot in the UK, but just
it's
a lot of
never-
people. A lot of people don't talk about it.
It's not talked about. Like I don't feel like that's well known at all. And he says that drugs have ruined a lot of things for him, and I think that's a common thing that people we talk to say, that drugs have taken everything from them or taken their life away.
Yeah.
And I just hope like people watching this, like if they watch this and then they're ever like on a night out or something and offered something, like I hope maybe like Tim's words stick in their head, because you don't even have to be offered like crack or heroin. That like crack and heroin are like the end product.
Yeah.
Like it's very rare that people directly start on. Like I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But often people like progress up, don't they? And it just starts from taking stuff with friends.
Yeah.
And progresses up. And he says himself that if he could afford it, he'd be dead.
Yeah.
And then like the bit that hurt me as well is he said, after he said that, he was like, and that wouldn't be so bad. Like,
he's suffering.
he doesn't see a way out at the moment.
Well, he's suffering. First of all, he's in a wheelchair.
He's in pain
He's
constantly.
in pain. He's bleeding. I don't know what. His trousers that he was wearing, his legs are bleeding. And it makes you wonder, someone vulnerable like that, someone so vulnerable like that, how come no one's coming to help
No
him?
one's helping. I was going to say, like, imagine
He's so vulnerable.
how difficult people in wheelchairs find life daily anyway, without being in the position that Tim's in. Like, he's got no carer, no one to help him. Like, he has to do everything himself.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't blame him that he can't really see a way out of it. I don't. I don't blame him at all. Like, and I think with the right help, he could do it. But he needs that support.
You need that support.
And he needs those people around him. Because if he tried to give up now, the only people he's got around him, helping him, caring for him, and that are other users.
Yeah.
He gives up. He has to distance himself from them, and then he literally has no one.
Yeah.
And then his advice at the end, like, I just think sums it up perfectly. Like, he just said, if your life's alright, keep it that way. Drugs will not help in any way. Like, drugs won't help.
It won't help. It will help in short term.
It'll help temporarily,
Yeah.
but in the long term, it's just going to take everything away from you.
I think, for Stephen, personally, I think, for Tim, personally, I think, no one can help him. He can only help himself.
He's got to want.
Yeah.
I think people can help him once he wants it himself.
Yeah, right now, no one can help him.
No, you could give him everything,
No
and
one
because
can
his
help
head's not in the place where he wants to give
No.
up yet.
He's not ready.
Yeah.
And when addict or someone's not ready, even if you push him, he's not gonna do it.
It's not gonna.
It's not gonna work.
No.
I hope he changes his mind.
I hope he starts to have hope for the future and,
Yeah.
and wants to.
If you want to stop the drugs.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again next week. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed.